Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing some Doordash reporting. We're going to be talking about the Doordash safety course, which you need to take if you are a delivery driver or Doordash driver in California. And did I see this coming? Absolutely. You have to have a food handler's card to be a server or work in a restaurant. I used to work in a few different restaurants, Outback Steakhouse and BJ's, when I was much younger in California, and you do have to get like a safety handler's card. So it only logically makes sense that you would have to do that same exact thing. And in my opinion, I just feel like this is how California makes their money. You know, they're by far probably the most. They put the most restrictions on businesses and anything pretty much out of all the entire country. In my opinion, that's why I moved out of California. There's like, seems like the freedom is just getting less and less and less there. But in my opinion, this is just kind of California's way of like saying like, well, we couldn't get you guys to force everyone to be employees, so we're gonna get you on this food handler's card stuff. So now we at least make money on that. That's just how California works, you know. They, in my opinion, they just put just way too many restrictions on stuff, and there's way too much taxes, and it's just like, it's rough living in California because of all these like restrictions and taxes and stuff, and that's why I moved away from California, and I have not been happier since moving to Las Vegas. But basically, I'm gonna have to go through a whole like safety course and all that stuff, and to be absolutely honest, it kinda actually makes sense though, and I'm sure it'll probably eventually become some kind of mandatory thing. Personally, I think it's a little bit too damn easy to get hired as a delivery driver already. Like, is there any like qualifications other than have like a clean record? Not really. So the fact that maybe you have to take a safety course or do some kind of training, like when I first signed up for Doordash and I like first started going, I was like, well, I'm on an order. There's no training involved, nothing at all. So you're just kind of on your own to figure it out, and it's like, yeah, they should probably implement like a training course or like, I don't know, something to upgrade the quality of your drivers, in my opinion. Again, like, I don't know. If I was running Doordash, I would probably have that as a mandatory thing anyways. Like, at least a one-day course on delivery driving or something like that. You know, like something you actually have to go in and do, and this is just what I would do if I was running the business, but who knows if that'll ever happen. I just think right now the quality of drivers is, I'm not going to say that our quality is bad, but there's just no qualifications really, you know? Like, you don't have, if you have a clean record and no driving tickets, you can drive. I mean, it is what it is, you know? But I'm sure, like I've said before, I think everyone's going to eventually be an employee. So while it lasts, enjoy being an independent contractor. But that's just my opinion. I think everyone's going to eventually turn into employees because this business model of, and they're getting sued about this too, you know, this business model of having 99% of the work done for a business done by independent contractors, I don't think it's going to last very long, to be honest. But anyways, quick shout out to the Para app if you guys want to get full tip transparency and see the full payout, because DoorDash likes to hide tips from you guys and not tell you. And we're independent contractors. We should be at least aware of how much money we're going to make at the end of the job, rather than, oh, this is how much we're going to pay you, and then maybe there will be a surprise at the end. Eliminate that surprise part. Para has tip transparency. It's something you can select and turn on when you go onto the Para app, and you can turn it off if you don't want to get notified. I personally enjoy doing it, and I discover awesome orders all the time, and especially if you like to at least cherry pick to start your day, like I do, like I like to sit around and cherry pick. It's great for me because I can at least see an order that is amazing. You know, I find good orders all the time. We did a $20 Walmart order the other day that was advertised as a $10 order. Probably wouldn't have accepted it without Para, but anyway, so click on the link down below. It's right at the top of the description. Click on that. It's an easy download, and sign up for tip transparency. I love it. So anyways, back to California safety. I just think this was inevitable, and it's going to be pretty pretty soon it's going to be, I mean, like, delivery driving is pretty new of an industry and stuff, so it's kind of like the wild, wild west area. We've only been around for, what, 5 years or so? So it's gonna get less and less easy. Right now it's very easy going. There's like no qualifications. You can just you can sign up, you can drive, do it whenever you want. I'm sure it's gonna get worse and worse and worse, and like it already is getting worse. We used to get paid $7 minimum, and now we get paid a $2.50 minimum. Think about that. DoorDash said, nah, we're not going to give you guys $7 every order. You're now going to get $2.50 per order. And I don't know, maybe it's different in each area. Comment down below, help me out. Is it different in every area? I'm not sure, because maybe that's just me in the Reno area. It would logically make a lot of sense if you were in California to have a higher minimum pay, because it costs way more to live in California. There's so many more things you got to pay for in California. Gas is more expensive and all that stuff. So I don't know. I'm glad I moved out of California, because I felt like I was just wasting all of my money, and it's so hard to get ahead, especially in California when everything is taxed up the ass. Anyway, so that's all I got for you guys today. If you guys enjoy these videos at all, please consider subscribing to the channel, and also smash that like button. I also have a footwear company. It's called Off Axis. We make shoes for like MMA fighters, wrestlers, acrobats, skaters. I use these in the shows for the skate park act that we do. They're great all-around shoes, and they are flexible. Super lightweight, extremely grippy. If you want to stop slipping and take care of your feet better, there's no better way to do it than a barefoot shoe. Like, you can get your full range of motion in this shoe. Other shoes have a very, like, I like to call it a cast on your foot, because they don't allow you to bend very much, at least, and you're not getting the full range of motion, and that's why a lot of people have ankle problems. So if you guys want to fix your ankles, and if you have ankle problems, maybe getting a barefoot shoe is the way to go. I own the company, so if you guys want to support me, please consider maybe getting a pair of shoes. I love seeing Dashers wear them. Anyways, we also have skate shoes coming out pretty soon. And use the discount code OFFAXISTanner for 30% off, and you will save probably around $30–40. So that being said, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Stay safe. Peace.